Hi everyone, my name is Jawaher. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Helen and the teaching team for giving me this great chance to show you my website. My website is so-called Doctor's Planet. As you know, nowadays booking the medical appointment individually and taking care of proper health is challenging. So the idea behind the Doctor's Planet is to automate the present manual procedure with the sparks of digital platform. The idea is to provide easiest and comfortable track to the patient while booking an appointment. So in other words, the website, automate the relationship between the doctors and patients in a very simple way. So let me take you very quickly to the main parts of our website. So we have here the doctor side, and we have the patient side, and we have the admin side. So in the doctor side, the doctor can register, login, can check the appointments, can approve, reject those appointments, and so on. And the patient side can actually register, login, can put the symptoms, can book an appointment, can apply the location and see the doctors on the map, and also can actually communicate with the doctor. And also here in the admin panel, the admin can actually, check the registered patients, can add the patients, delete the patients, also check registered doctors, add doctors, delete doctors, and so on. So now in this video, I will take you through some features of my website. The first feature is live chat. Live chat is an important communication tool between patients and doctors. To implement it, I use Jax, asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Now let me give you a quick demo of how it works. For example, initially the patient can write something to the doctor. This message will appear on the doctor side, and the doctor can reply with other message, and this message will appear on the patient side. So the system will automatically fetch any new message every 1 second without the need for refreshing the page, since we are using Jax. So I will show you here. When we do the inspect, the system is actually check for the message every second. So whenever, as you can see here, RQ equal to message, whenever you type something here and press enter, immediately RQ equals to new. So here, as you can see, the ID, the message, and also the status equals to 1 because we have a new message. The code for doing this part is shown here. We can see from this code that it has the following main parts: send message, send the message to the receiver, and we have check status, check for new message each second, get message, get the message from the sender. So first of all, it will check whether you type something and press enter and your message is not blank, then it will put your message in read only and call send message. So send message here uses Jax, the type is post, and we have the server side file, and we have the parameter RQ, which has along with that file. So RQ equals to new whenever we have new message, and we have the data type JSON, and here whenever we get the response successfully. So when we get the response successfully, it will remove the read only from the text area, and then it will, the status will equal to 1 because we have a message. It will append your message in the text area, and then we have the time, so it will append the time along with your message, and we have here, or we will save the last message ID, and we have a scroll top, which is whenever you type something, it will scroll your the message at the top or to the top, and your message will be at the bottom so that you can see your message. And here we have set interval, which is a function called check status every second. In check status function, it will fetch your user ID and pass it to the server, and also send last message ID. So it will only respond as true whenever there is any new message for you after that ID. So it sends user ID and last message ID and asks server if there is any message after this ID. If there is a message, it will written as true, otherwise it will be false, and it will call get message. So in get message, it will take user ID, the type is post, and it's the same process as the POF in the send message. So the RQ will equal to new message, and here we will have the status equal to 1 because we have a message. It will append that message to the chat box and do the same as we have above. Now the next feature is the statistics. So we are using here chart.js library in order to help us write or draw our chart in our system. So generally speaking, we are creating here two arrays. The first one is to hold the dates of the bookings, and the second one is to hold our data, which is the number of bookings ID at a specific day. Okay, so here's the code. So first of all, I'm getting the current month, and I'm creating two arrays, count array and booking date array. So the first one is to count how many booking ID at a specific month, and the second one is to hold the date of that month. Our query is, in like subqueries, okay? First of all, when we look at this, it is like semi-join query. So when we look at this query, we select ID, and the date format, we want the date format to be DMY, which is day, month, year, instead of year, month, day, as what it's like currently in the database. And we store that value as booking date. So we want it like date, day, month, year, like this. So day, month, year, okay? And that will be from booking, table in our database, where month equal to the current month. So it will be for the current month, okay? And we are grouping by the booking date. So we are grouping by the booking date. It means that when we select like count star as count and the booking date from the booking table, so here we are, like for example, we have like 3 bookings ID at 1st May, or 3 booking ID, okay, at 17th of May, okay? So for example, I will show you here. For example, we have this is for example 1st May, okay? Suppose that we have in for example, we have in 1st May, okay, we have 1 booking, 1, okay, and we have 1, okay? So we will only, when we group this information, or when we group these values of this count, okay, it will be only 1 record or single record, okay? So it will be 3. So here, this one will be our count, and this one will be our date. So that's the date, and that will be the count, okay? So that's the whole idea about this query. Then we will like run our query, and we will fetch the, and we will fetch the array, okay? And then we will see, we will take the count and store the count in the count array, and then we will store booking dates in the booking date. So here in our chart, we create our new chart, and the type is line, and here we echo in the labels the booking. What is the booking here? It is the booking dates, okay? So that's the booking dates, okay? So that's our label in the chart, and we have here our data, which we actually echo the count. So the count will be like, for example, for 17th of May, we have 3 booking ID, okay? So if I add, appointment right now, it will actually also add that appointment here, okay? So that's our, chart or statistics as general, for this feature. With that, I conclude my live demo. Thank you for watching.